Because there's so many different decisions and preferences, whether people want to be buried or cremated can be sources of terrible family strife. I've seen just horrific arguments and families torn apart over how to handle things, how to make medical decisions, who's in charge, who's not in charge, and these things kind of eliminate. It's certainly reduced dramatically. There's still mistakes and problems and such, but will dramatically reduce those decisions. So we talked about assets, we talked about medical, and the third reason that I see that people need to have a estate plan ahead of time is taking care of somebody who can't take care of themselves ahead of time, how that's to be handled. If you have children, and in fact, recently I was really strongly advising my son-in-law and daughter who had our first grandchild that you need to get a living trust in place now because, or and all the other accoutrements with it, because God forbid something happens, I don't have to go to court and have the court decide who's in charge. You want to decide that while you're alive, right? And my daughter has, my grandson has 4 grandparents. We don't want to fight over who's in charge. Just make the decision ahead of time, and we'll all play ball by that. So, is that part of the reason why people come to you? Is the family issues and succession and those kinds of things?
So glad you said that. And I tell young parents, welcome to adulthood. As soon as we have our new infant or we purchased a home, we now qualify, and you can be 22, 52, 102. The law doesn't care. You are obviously responsible, and there is that duty we mentioned earlier to protect and make decisions. I love how you frame that, because I bring that concept into our discussions with people. 2 sets of grandparents, both of whom, in fairness, believe they're the best qualified parent substitute. And in turn, they will commonly lock horns in court trying to figure things out. And I tell people, you want to make your own decision relating to who you feel is best suited to care for your children.
Right.
And dispense with the controversy and conflict. It's not fair. So children, interestingly enough, could, and I underline that, could be relegated to foster care temporarily while the pendency of a guardianship proceeding is underway, especially, pardon me, if it is being challenged. So we don't want children victimized twice, bottom line.
Right.